Happy Friday. Happy weekend. It is episode 117 of your favorite D list actor, TJ Wimbs, and we are coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona, where it's finally under 100 degrees here, which means, bam, I get to start running again. So I got my run in on Monday after an amazing hit workout on Sunday. And my right ankle started acting really crazy during the run. We got one watching live. It started acting weird, but I was like, I'm just gonna keep running through. And then everything was fine. And then when I went to run on Thursday, because I'm trying to run 3 days a week, I got the like, nobody watching. That's crazy. Oh, there he is. There's Kitten. All right. Now I know who's watching. And I was like, so Thursday morning, went to walk downstairs and my right ankle was just locked up. Like it wouldn't move. I had to you know, do a Frankenstein walk to get down the stairs. So I was like, well, it looks like I'm not running today. So I opted out for the run day, and I'm going to run tomorrow, which was just my planned run day. But I was able to get all my workouts in, and I've been doing a 5x5 now, where I do a one rep. I can one rep, not so much a max, but just one nice heavy rep at the end of the 5x5, just for my big three though. I'm doing that for my squat, my bench, and my deadlift, which I train once a week, just to try to maintain some of that strength, which I've lost from losing all that size. Everything, with the back is like, so can't lift them crazy weights like I used to, but I still move. I think the weights in my body weight. I don't usually mess with anything more than my body weight. But keep the volume. Solid 5x5. I feel like a good workout. And then do another one rep max out. It feels pretty good. With all your accessories, get a good workout. I mean, for 50, I'm feeling fit. I'm feeling in shape. Plus once I get deep into the running, because this will only be my first week of my running routine now that it's cooled off. I think I'm going to get in really, 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 really great shape out here, because the SAG strike still is going on. So with the WGA, so why not? Why not work out all the time? So that's what I've been trying to do, is work out as much as I can and get as fit as possible. And like I said, I'm feeling great for 50. I do. I feel really, really, really good. Like I said, workouts are great. Diet strong. 3 watching live. We got feeling really good about it. All right. So this week, you know how we know, SAG strike still going on, WGA strike is still going on. So I was hoping to get some writing done for the Hunter series with my co-writer, Josh, over at Josh Makes Movies. Josh was very busy this week, and it's all good. But he said he may be available this weekend. So if he is, I know we're going to expand another story and try to clean up a few more pages. We have 71 pages cleaned of 94, but like I said, if we keep writing, we're going to be at 100 pages before you know it, and then probably keep going. I'm thinking by the time we're done, we're looking at about 120 pages, and that's why we decided to say, you know what, let's turn it into a series instead of one movie. And I like that. I think we can get 4, maybe 5 solid episodes out of that, depends on how we chop it up and what we want to do, and previously on blah 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 blah. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this series I'm writing, which is called Hunter, along with my buddy Josh, it is a spin-off from Red Sands, which is a movie, a TV series that we did a while back before watching live. He likes, and it's out. The first episode is out on Prime. It's still on there. There's 3 more episodes. They never got released on Prime. Hopefully, I don't have any updates right now, but hopefully, eventually, it's either going to be one long movie, or it's going to be like put out as a mini series, so you can see them all at the same time. I'm not quite exactly sure what's going to happen with that, but I just wanted to get out there so people can see the whole thing. I heard it was there was some redoing of some CGI stuff on there. It was recolored, so I'm excited to see the new version. I just don't know when it's coming out, but as soon as I do know when Red Sand is going to drop, the full length Red Sands, I will let you guys know, because I myself am also very, very eager to see that. And hopefully this weekend, if Josh over at Josh Makes Movies is available, we'll be able to get on our Hunter series. Yes. The strike does loom, but you know me, you know your boy. I'm always on the grind, and that's why my hair is like this. Like seriously, I can't remember the last time I got a haircut, and honestly, I'm not working. I mean, I just like seriously, his thing. It seems to be not hurting anyone just yet, but who knows? It looks like it could like just take off and just start attacking people at any time. So just be wary if you start seeing it move by itself, then we might have a problem there. But yeah, on my weekly grind, like I always am. Let's see, this week 13 submissions. Excuse me. And I had one audition. I got that audition through my manager over at Top 10 Talent. I appreciate them over there getting me a really good audition. This is for a speaking role in a western. And the fun part about that, being first of all, it's a time period piece, so you can't speak, in now times. You have to understand how to bring that back. And then also, they wanted a southern accent, so then I was really super excited to play a cowboy or someone from that time, Western times. So I was very excited to get that audition. And then really, like I said, just there's so many neat parts about it. But also, it's 2 times in this individual's life. You have one scene where so the audition was 4 pages, 2 pages for each scene. Of course, you do your slate. But the first scene was you're doing it when he's young and he's a sheriff. So at this time, he's like in his young 20s, mid 20s, right? So he's got that rough. He's a sheriff. He's got to be hardcore. But then the second scene is in his future, where he is now like 20 or 30 years older, and now he's a politician. So now I'm playing the same character, with this huge time difference, and it's the same person, but they're you got to think they've changed as when you go from being a sheriff to where you go and being for one of those hardcore politicians. And so it was pretty neat to just realize, okay, I'm playing the same exact person, but I got to play it like almost completely different because they're in a completely different time in life. So that was my favorite part. I think that's really why I really thoroughly enjoyed the audition. And so I don't know when the callback dates are or anything like that. I didn't see any, and I didn't get any callbacks this week. But I'm gonna talk to my manager because I'd really like to post that audition up here on YouTube, and then probably also, excuse me, man, over on Twitter. Sorry, I drink almost my entire coffee, and I do put a little bit of creamer in there and a little bit of some allergies. So I get a little stuffed up, so it's all good. But I already destroyed that iced coffee. I know I usually sip it during the show, but I started a little early on it, like an hour early. Just I was like, oh man, I just had a taste for coffee. But so awesome audition. I'll talk to my manager next week. Find out when the callbacks were supposed to be. Alberto Hill, the wrongly convicted hacker. What's up, brother? Hey, man. I'm sorry. I guess you did not get my DMs that I sent you to let you know that I had to be live on this show, and I couldn't be live on your show at the same time. And I apologize for that. We got our wires crossed for time, but it's funny that you should pop up because you're the next thing and the next person that I'm talking about. So, guys, like I said, I am with the big strike going on with SAG and the WGA. There isn't a lot of work out there for actors, but my man Alberto Hill over here, he does a couple of different podcasts, and he's asked me to join him on those podcasts. So one of them, where I'm going to be a speaker, which is the one we were going to do today, which is a show that he does quite often. It is the Dark Web Today, and I'll be a speaker on that show with Alberto Hill. And if you don't know about Alberto Hill, he's a hacker, and he lives in Uruguay, and he's doing his thing as a hacker, and then he gets in prison for hacking, which it's not a crime unless you steal something. I mean, what the heck? But yeah, but this story, his story, he has a book. You guys got to check it out. It's pretty awesome. But that brings me into the other thing that we're going to be working on, this other podcast that we're going to be doing a read for. Playing the different characters and everything like that, having voiceover and narration, is called Log Into Hell, which is the title of his book, and about his story about how he was wrongfully imprisoned in Uruguay for being a hacker. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now I don't know if you got it yet. You got to check your DMs, but I sent you a little clip of asking what you thought of the way I read lines and if that's how you want. So just let me know. Hit me back up on Twitter. and I'll get to working on those voiceovers for the show, for the podcast. And it's cool because it's a series. So you like each time we do a show, you're gonna have a little bit more of the book, a little bit more of the story, and you're gonna learn it. You're gonna follow it. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. You guys are gonna love it. It's going to be so freaking cool. Yeah, me and my man Alberto Hill are going to be doing a podcast series together. I'm so excited about it. This is so cool. I haven't got to do a podcast read like that in a long time. I used to do these. I worked on a show that was called The Managers, and absolutely, I do all the most dangerous parts, my friend. I'm your stunt double. I got you. So the show was called The Managers, and I played one of the managers. I would, we do a read, almost like a table read, and then you record it, and then you edit it, and then you put it out there. You have your show, and so this is going to be so cool. Like I said, I haven't done one of those in like almost probably 3 years, maybe 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. That's going to be so much fun, Alberto. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully you get the chance to listen to the first voiceover I did for that. And if that's what you're looking for, then I will set up a whole chain of those and send those to you, and then you can, of course, chop those up however you feel need to do so that we can get that show off and rolling, that podcast going. It's going to be so much fun. Oh man, gotta get a little sip because I believe we're through all of the first part. Yes, that's right, we are. So we're going to be on to our first named segment of the show, the social media segment. All right, thank you, sir. That's right, because we're not just here on YouTube on this amazing apparatus that it is. Absolutely, brother, I got you. But we're on other parts of the internet. That's right, we're not just here. We are also on Twitter, which is also known as X now, and Instagram at TJWIMZ. We are on LinkedIn and Facebook at TJWIMBS, like bullshit or bullshiza. I'm watching the mic thing to make sure, because like sometimes it depends on where you hold the mic, it like changes thing. So I always have sound problems, and hopefully Alberto will be the first to point it out whenever my sound screws up, which I appreciate. But I get caught up watching that. But yeah, you can find me over at IMDb at imdb.me/TJWIMBS bullshit and bullshiza. And if you happen to go to check my IMDb, well, you don't have to check it right now, but if you were to check IMDb anytime today, and you go to look up TJ Wimbs, and you go into my filmography, and you will see the two projects that Alberto and I are both working on. You see how I do the double segue? You like that? It's pretty good, huh? So you go on there, and you'll see Dark Web Today, which I am a speaker for that series. Oh, I pulled it back for you. Oh, it's going to blind you out. But anyway, trust me. You go there, you go on IMDb, imdb.me/TJWIMBS, as in bullshit or bullshiza. And you can find Log Into Hell, the podcast that we're going to be doing, voiceover. And oh man, it's going to be so cool. And also the one where I'm a speaker along with my man, Alberto Hill, who runs that podcast, Dark Web Today. We're probably going to reschedule. Actually, I'm probably going to do quite a few episodes with my man over there. So it's all good. When I get more information on the dates and times, I will then get them on to you guys as usual. But remember, you go over to my IMDb, which is imdb.me/TJWIMBS. You can get all the latest news of what's going on in my career, like the two latest projects with Alberto Hill. So go check that out, guys. I really appreciate when people swing by my IMDb, search my name all over Google. It helps a brother out. I really appreciate it. It's all good. Hey, speaking about helping a brother out and it's all good, we have 5 more subscribers this week over from Twitter and Facebook. I'm assuming most likely from Twitter or X. We had 6. But then right before the show, somebody decided that they didn't want to be a subscriber anymore. It happens, what are you gonna do? But so now we currently have 245 subscribers. So we're up over 60 subscribers over the last 2 weeks, like almost like 64, 65 subscribers, which is absolutely amazing. Excuse me. Huge push over there on X, where I give shout out, man, huge love today. Appreciate all that. And of course, Facebook, lots of friends coming in from there. IMDb numbers for acting are up. And IMDb numbers for the show are up because we're getting so many more views. People are coming in. We're getting more subscribers. As a matter of fact, 250 views is the most I've ever had for this show right before the next show starts. This last one got 249. So I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. The viewing is up. My goal for the month was to get 30 views a day, and I'm over that. So man, that's just awesome. Thanks, shout out to everybody over there, everybody who watches, everybody who subscribes, everybody who tells a friend. You know, it's free. You come through. It's free to support a friend. You know, you come through, you click on subscribe. You don't even have to go live. You don't have to watch them live. You can watch them anytime. It's on the internet. Once it's made digital, it's there forever. Come on through. You know, click a like, comment, whatever. Tell a friend. Subscribe. Come on here. Say, look, watch my dude every Friday. Going and just trying to do his little thing. Just come check it out. Well, anyway, that you know how I go off on a tangent. A little squirrel going by. Oh, you hear the puppies? That means my daughter's here. Yay. Yeah, so cool, man. I barely get to see her now because she is a full-time student at ASU. Man, what blessings that is. That is so awesome. She's so freaking smart. It's crazy. I guarantee you she's going to go through college with a 4.0, just like she did through high school. The girl is very, very, very bright. So now back into the show. We have ups on the YouTube and IMDb, and it's a Friday night. That means we got to do the touchdown dance. So let me drop this mic and hit that music. DJ, if you please. Oh, yeah. All right. The touchdown dance on a Friday night. That's winners across the board. The dogs are excited. Everybody all over the world, kittens throwing hearts. This is what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful Friday evening. Let's get a sip of water before we jump into the next part of the show. That's Vader. You hear him? That's it's crazy. I got 4 dogs, but I can tell that was Mimi. They all have completely different barks. We got 4 watching live. We got 3 likes and kittens dropping hearts all over us because I'm talking about the puppies. All right, guys. Now to our next name segment of the show, TJ's Hollywood Seconds, because you may have heard this before, but I'm going to tell you again. Now, I got some stuff that's out of order, but I got to put it on here because I put it on the wrong sticky note. So we'll get there. Rupert Murdoch is stepping down from CNN. So I don't know who's going to be running it after that, but I don't know. Whatever. I finally, what else we got? Anything else on there? Oh, just the box office. Okay, yeah. No other real news because once again, SAG strike, WGA strike. Not a lot going on. Finally finished Love Island, which is, my little thing I got to have. It's I don't watch that kind of stuff, but then Love Island UK, I love the voices. I just can't get enough of it. Whitney was my favorite this year, but she did not win. I thought she would win, but it was Jess and Sammy that ended up winning. And it was funny because I'm watching it and I'm looking at Sammy the whole time when they say they won, and I'm like, "Oh, Sammy, you were gonna dump her right after the show, weren't you?" And the look in his eyes, like, "Oh man, now I got to stay with her for at least 6 months." So I'll be checking on them on the internet to see what's going on with those. My wife and I like to check on them like once a week to see how all the couples are doing. I mean, I freaking love that show. It's so fantastic. That's my one show I gotta watch. I know it's crap. It's a crap TV, but yeah, I gotta check it out. Now, for the good TV, for the good stuff, college football and the NFL. Well, my teams, Maryland is 3-0. The Ravens are 2-0, and the Raiders are 1-1. So that's that. But college football, there were 2 upsets last week. Who do we have? Oh yeah, Florida over Tennessee, which Tennessee was ranked 11th at the time, and Missouri over K-State. Yep, that was another good game. It was a field goal, last-second field goal for Missouri to win the game. Now, this week is huge in college football, absolutely huge. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matchups of ranked teams. I'm so excited. A lot of undefeated teams are going to be playing against each other. Colorado and Oregon, UCLA, Utah, Ole Miss, and Alabama. Oregon, Washington State, man. Washington State this year looks really good. And the game that I really, 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 really want to watch, the one I'm really excited about, Ohio State versus Notre Dame, because you guys know how much I hate Notre Dame. So I'm going to be a big time Ohio State fan. First of all, because now Maryland's in the Big Ten, so I got to root for Ohio State anyway. And of course, it was at Indiana, and I don't think I can read that from here. Or my bad handwriting. Oh, Penn State. Yeah, there we go. So I like Penn State. I like their uniforms. Excuse me, man. I am just all over the place today with this. It does seem to happen. I think it's sitting something. I don't know. It's going to be a huge weekend in college football. I'm very, very excited. That means there's going to be a minimum of 7 ranked top 25 teams losing, and I love that. That's my favorite part about college football is all those big matchups. Oh my goodness, it's going to be amazing. On to the box office, man. Top 5 movies as of Wednesday. Canada and the US. Barbie, number 5. Barbie is still in the top 5, still out there making that dinero. In 4th, this week, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, 3. 3rd place, The Equalizer, 3. I've only seen one. I've only seen part 1, and it was fantastic. I loved it. And in 2nd place is The Nun 2. And horror movies right now are dominating because we're almost in October, man. We got another week, and it is I'm handing out candy this year, so I just got to figure out what I'm going to dress up as. I'm definitely handing out candy. And the number 1 movie in the box office as of Wednesday, The Haunting in Venice, and bruh, that cast looks amazing. They got nothing but just absolutely incredible actors on that one. I definitely want to go see that. Looks really good. It is number 1 movie in the box office currently in the domestically, as they like to say. All right, another sip of water, guys. Show's going by pretty quick. We're only 21 minutes. I like it. It's funny, 21 minutes. I remember I used to think 11 minutes was a long show. So, in the final part of the show that we created called TJ's Acting Circle, I was thinking that we'd talk about something fresh that we haven't talked about before. Me and my man, Alberto Hill. That's right. Our shows that we have coming up, the projects that we're working on. Let me get out the IMDb, the official place to look at stuff. And that's right. Let me get the awesome Sally Jesse Raphael's my version anyway. The blues. We got the Dark Web Today podcast series. Well, I will be a speaker with Alberto Hill. My favorite hacker movie is War Games. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to watch that again tonight. That's the first movie I ever saw about hacking, and yeah, I absolutely love it. Now, there's another movie. It's not quite about hacking, but it does have computer stuff. That was also a huge thing I love was Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if you've ever seen that. They hide information about military stuff inside of a video game. So yeah, Cloak and Dagger, and then War Games. Yeah, I absolutely love War Games. That's my shit right there. That when it comes to hacking. But now that one you sent me, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. That one looks pretty cool, man. But it's almost like that dude's playing a cop version of course, my character. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Is that right there? I'm just saying. So yeah, and then also Log Into Hell, which will be our where I'm actually a producer on that show, and we will be doing Alberto Hill's book, his story with voiceover. It's going to be an awesome, cool series. And once I get the dates of when the series is going to drop, I will let all of you guys know on here. I'm very excited to get on that and start reading again. Like I said, I've done podcasts before in the past, and they're a lot of fun. I love reading for those. And actually, that's something I probably should look into getting into more for, because I do like reading. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, you think so? Well, we'll check it out, man. Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right. The best hacker movie hasn't been made yet because Alberto Hill and I haven't made it yet. So once we do after we do the podcast and after it's super successful, and people are like, "Oh my God, we need to see a movie," and then we'll make it. Then once the fans are screaming for it, Log Into Hell will then just be a badass, super thriller, action drama, cool as can be movie, and it will be the top hacker movie of all time. And we'll probably make some Hollywooded up sequels to make it even more badass or get that right, my man Alberto Hill. Oh, Black Hat popping in at the last second. It is Hobbit Day. Reminding everybody that it is Hobbit Day. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Alberto Hill, for being the guest on my show today when I was supposed to be the guest on yours. Hilarious. That's awesome. Well, guys, that's the end of the show. Happy Friday. Happy weekend once again. Be safe out there. If you are going to consume alcoholic beverages or anything that could impair your ability to drive a motor vehicle, please do not. Always have a plan. Uber if you got to. Stay the night, whatever it is, because everyone who I'm speaking to today, I want to be able to speak to next Friday. Take care, guys. Let me give some absolute love and thanks real quick to the universe, and then we'll be out of here. All right, guys. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Alberto, we'll talk later about the shows and projects we're working on. Until then, guys, I'm out this way.